Hello, everybody. How are you today? I'm on my lunch hour. Like I mentioned earlier, I had to do, I have something right after work, so I had to do this live early today. But we're going to go ahead and get started. You're going to need your mini cut and emboss machine. We're using the Rockstar suite of product. So we're going to use the stamp set, the dies, and the paper. I'm also going to be throwing in some of this glimmer paper. But we're going to make a card, and it is going to use a lot of cardstock. I will confess that right now. It is one of those projects that does take a ton of cardstock. Like, I'm using 3 sheets of basic white cardstock. I went ahead and pre-scored some of it because it is going to be a little bit longer of a project. We'll do this one together. You're also going to use, I just use scraps for this, but you'll need 12 pieces of this cardstock and then 12 pieces of designer series paper. But as you can see, I only used part of a sheet. But we first need to do some die cutting and stamping. Well, that wasn't smart, Chris. Let me grab my ink pad and blocks here. Set this here until we need it. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp the pieces we need to stamp, which are the 2 basic white pieces. And we're going to stamp You're a Rockstar and the guitar. And I haven't even put this stamp set together. I should have looked. My bad. Okay, so we're going to put that on that block. And then we need our You're a Rockstar. So this card was inspired by something I saw the Pretty Paper Crafter create. And I was like, oh my gosh, this set would be so cute with that. So that's why I wanted to make it. It is one of those cards where, like I said, you aren't going to want to make a ton of them. It does take a lot of paper, but I like to make crafts like that, so I was all in. And I thought I would share a little bit more of a challenging project with you today. And it's not that it's so much more challenging, it's just there's a lot of cutting and layering. But I pre-did all of that for you guys. So I'll walk through the instructions as we're going, but first step is this. Okay. And then let's stamp our sentiment. And if I used my Stamparatus, it probably would have been better because I could have got a darker image on those. But like I said, it's perfect for our project. Okay, we're going to need a little piece of Post-it note tape just to align those. Okay. So we're going to get our die cut machine out. I'm going to line up our guitar. This set is really cute. And then we're going to use the stars, and I'm going to use a lightning bolt. And then we're going to do the large pick as what we're going to layer it on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down and that down. Die cut that out. There's that piece. And then we'll do our guitar. There's our guitar. And then we're going to use basic gray for our pick. Okay. There's that piece. And then we're also going to do a few stars and that lightning bolt. Okay. So I'm just going to get a scrap of that out. Sorry about that ring, you guys. I forgot to turn my ringer off at my desk. Okay, so we have our lightning bolt, our star, and then where did the other stars go? Oh, they're still in the paper. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so we're done with our dies and die cutting. Next, let's put our dies together, and then we'll build the card. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way so it's not taking up room. I'm going to bring in our pick, and then I also want some dimensionals. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the guitar down. Just like that. Okay, and then I wanted a couple stars on my guitar. Okay, I'm going to put You're a Rock Star up on dimensionals. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to add the lightning bolt. I think right there, and then the star up the top. Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to let that set for just a moment. You're going to come in with your paper trimmer. Okay, so we want 6 pieces that are cut at 5.5 by 7, which is what this is. Okay, and then we are going to score on the 5.5 inch side at 1 1/4, at 2 1/2, at 3 3/4, and at 5. And you're going to do that to all 6 pieces, okay? Now, like I said, I pre-did that part to make it go a little faster for us. Then you're going to come through, and on that skinny side, you're going to just tab the ends, just like I'm doing, okay? Next, we're going to fold and burnish all of those score lines. And then we are going to glue this tab down. And I'm going to do that as we do each one, just so that it has time to dry. Okay. So I'm going to just go like that and set it aside. And we're doing that 6 times. Okay. Add glue. And fold that over. So I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. How's the weather where you are? Here it's nice. We are expecting a storm this weekend. Last weekend we were expecting a pretty good storm, and it was silly. There wasn't much to it, but we'll see what this storm brings. Okay, we're almost there. We have 2 ones left to go. Okay, last one. In a minute, you'll see why I thought that this stamp set would be perfect for this card, because it's going to form a shape. Can anyone guess what it is? Okay, so once you have that done, let's let that one sit. Let's go to our very first one. You're going to go where we glued that, okay? And you're going to add glue. And you're going to butt the butts up against each other here. So I'm going to add glue. Just like that. Okay, where's the next one? This is it. We're going to put those together. Oh, come on, today. Next one. Oh, I see what I did. I don't think I got it straight on that one. Okay, that's why it was a little harder to fold down. Well, now I know. Okay, we're going to do the butts again. Doing the same thing. There's my butt. Okay, last one. So you're finding, you know, that back side, you're putting glue on it. Okay, then you're gonna put those two butts together, or back sides, I should say, not butt. So do you see now what shape it made? It made a star. Isn't that cool? So I thought rock star, it'd be a perfect for that. So now all we have to do is put our layers together and add them to the card. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do every other one side of the paper, then the other side of the paper. Oh, I forgot to give you guys the measurements on these. So the black cardstock is 1 inch by 6 3/4 inches, and you're going to need 12 of those. And then the Designer Series paper is 3/4 of an inch by 6 1/2 inches. Okay, so see how I did that? And then I'm just going to, the opposite one, I'm going to go ahead and glue down the opposite side. And then we'll put that right next to each other. Okay, come on. And then I'm just going to glue that down right into the center of that one. And then I'm going to turn it. And I'll do the line one. Now you could add different colors. I just went with the black and white theme only because I thought it was very masculine and it looked good with that glimmer paper. And I'm always looking for fun ways to gift men cards and stuff because they're harder for me to come up with great ideas. But this one I knew was the perfect card layout for this stamp set. Just because of the star, and it says you're a rock star. This would also be a cute, not that it's just for men, but it would be a cute teenage card as well. So it's labor intensive in that there's a lot of layers, but I think once you have it, you know, everything cut, it's fun. So, you know, you could potentially make, you know, a few of these if you did them all at one time or something like that. You know, like cut everything one time and then put it all together at one time. The only challenging part is when we glue on our rock star pieces. And that's because you only want it to go on one of the folds. Because this card is a 5x7 card, so you will need a bigger envelope for it. or no envelope at all, depending on how you gift the card. We're almost there, you guys. Tomorrow we're going to do a different type of project. It's going to be a Cricut project. I'm going to be making a round sign. I will have all my Cricut pieces already pre-cut, but we'll weed it and put it all together at the on film tomorrow afternoon. I did go ahead and paint and stain the sign too, just because, you have to let it dry. But I thought that would be a fun project to do, something totally different. This year, I joke, it's going to sound very selfish when I say it. Please do not take it that way at all. But I've decided that this, for my New Year's resolution, that I'm on a mission to serve me and do things what makes me feel good. And I'm a very giving person. I do know that about myself. And I just want to share my love of crafting with everybody. So I've always shared with you guys more than just Stampin' Up. But as far as live videos, I've only kind of done Stampin' Up. And then this year I did that advent calendar, and it was so fun and so different that I was like, you know what? Why am I not sharing everything I love about crafting? So that's where this project will come in. And I'm not a Cricut expert. By no means do I claim that I am. I just, like I said, like to have fun and like to create. And I love to have seasonal decor. So that's what I do. Okay, we have one left, it looks like. Yay, and I got it. I got them all right. Talking on camera and everything. Okay. So next, like I said, is the tricky part, in that you can only put adhesive down on the line. So you just got to decide where you want the line. I'm going to go back. Remember where I folded that one and it was off? It's right here. See where you could see it? I want to hide that area. So technically, it's going to sit down like that. But let's bring it out. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that the majority of my glue is on this line right here. Okay. And then I'm just going to glue this down right where I put the glue. And what I think would be best is to fold it down and really get that glued down. And then you can pop your card out. Now I'm still going to be careful because this glue does take a minute to set up and dry. But that's what your card would look like. Isn't that fun, you guys? Like I said, it's the perfect stamp set for it. You're a rock star. I loved adding some of that glimmer paper with it. And I just love that somebody could have this on their desk. And it would be a fun card. So thank you guys for joining me today. I hope it wasn't too much of a hassle to watch that. But until next time, my creative peeps, I will see you later, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Okay? Bye-bye.